everyone, and welcome to today's General Hospital recap. As always, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any of our videos or recaps. Also, real fast, I have a link in the description to save our animal sanctuary. If you could please check it out and share it or donate, it would be much appreciated. But let's get right to today's General Hospital recap. So at Sunny's place, Carly is bonding with Avery, and Sunny comes in and tells her about the Rick plan and everything, about how Rick isn't really guilty and he was just really, a means to an end at that point. So then Carly tells Sunny she brought they start talking about Morgan, and she tells him that she brought Michael into the conversation too. So then they put Avery to bed, and Carly is leaving because they are getting married tomorrow. That came up fast, and it's September, so let's go all cry, pretty much. At the Haunted Star, I believe it was the Haunted Star. If it was the Metro Court, maybe it was the Metro Court. It was probably the Metro Court. I see a bar. They did it at a different angle, and I got confused. But at the Metro Court, at a bar, Michael and Morgan are at a bar. Morgan apparently called Michael because obviously he's upset. Morgan tells Michael how Kiki dumped him, even though she was going to rescue him from his life. Because that's on Kiki. Kiki is there to be a rescue person. And that is the epitome of what some call the manic pixie dream girl. And Michael is trying to tell Morgan that she's probably just on emotional overload. Well, the first time I filmed this, that happened too. And Morgan says, or the fact I slept with her mother. So Morgan takes like half responsibility because he's like, well, I guess I didn't have to, but I was just out of control and da-da-da-da-da. And Ava was whatever, you know how he goes. So he says he wonders if mom and dad are right and there's something wrong with him. So Michael's like, okay, full disclosure, mom told me about her concerns about you, so Michael talks to him about it, and again we are shown that Michael is a literal saint. Like I love him. I love him so much. And Morgan is he's really scared to know the answer, if he has, if he's bipolar or not. And Morgan doesn't want to face his parents at the wedding, and he wants Michael to go with him to have his back. And Morgan wants Michael to forgive Sunny so that they can make the family right. And Michael, really doesn't want to. So then Morgan questions why Michael even came, if he's really done with him, or after everything he's done to him. And Michael says that he's his brother and he loves him. At the police station, Maxie comes to the station to tell Nathan about the movie, and he tells her that he arrested Silas's killer. So Maxie has some words for Madeline, and after she's let in that she killed Silas, and she says there's nothing more tacky than killing an innocent person for money. I have to agree there. And she throws every insult Madeline said to her back in her face. So Maxie tells Madeline that she's not good enough for a son like Nathan or a daughter like Nina, and Madeline says, watch out, little girl, or you'll end up like Silas. So, okay, yeah, threaten her in a police station of the crime that you've been accused of committing and that they have you on recording admitting to, but now you're saying you're framed. But of course, accuse her, or, threaten her with that. So Nathan tells Madeline that, he's the one who set her up and caught her, and she's not his mother, and how dare she threaten Maxie. And she tries to tell... Madeline tries to tell him something, but they drag her out of the room, and also she keeps calling him James, and he keeps saying that's not my name, which I thought was pretty significant. So Maxie's so sweet, and so sweet, I love him, I love her, and empathizes with him, but then Nathan's like, oh yeah, you were gonna tell me something, what were you gonna tell me? And she kind of downplays it, because she doesn't want to really, and she's like, oh, I'm gonna be in a movie, and he's like, oh my goodness. So then they, they leave together, and obviously she's gonna tell him more about it. At the jailhouse, see, I've split up police station and the jail, even though the jailhouse is under the police station. So Ava thinks about Julia not being able to get the recording. She has a lot of time to think now. And Ava starts lamenting her life, and Kiki comes in. And Kiki's like, oh yeah, I've been having a miserable day too, by the way. So Ava's gushing how she never wanted to see Kiki hurt. And Kiki's like, but you've been sleeping with my boyfriend? So Ava tries to cover it up, but Kiki says that Franco told her, and Morgan confirmed it. So Ava talks about the war inside of her and how she wanted to stop herself, but her emotions were too much. So apparently emotions over daughter. And then Kiki calls her out on it. Kiki hasn't always been my favorite or most out there character, but today me and her were pretty much on par. So Kiki calls her on it that her emotions for Morgan were stronger than anything she felt for her. And then Ava tells Kiki that she and Avery are the reasons that Ava came, that she came back. And then she tells her how she broke it off with Morgan. And I'm like, we both know that's not true. And I know it was only a few days ago or yesterday. It was only yesterday, wasn't it? Or maybe a few days ago. I don't remember. But didn't Morgan tell Kiki that he broke it off with Ava? Because he whatever wanted to be with Kiki or whatever. So, if you distinctly remember that scene, let me know. No. Sorry, we got the cat trying to push the, the thing I have everything on. So, Kiki tells her she never wants to see her again and she wants her out of her life. And then Kiki says the one thing that would make her happy is Ava being in jail forever, and how Avery is so much better off without Ava, and how Avery will never have to know her. And, this is where, Ava's, really sensitive spot is. So, Kiki then just goes in for the kill. And Kiki says, I lost my little sister because Sunny won't want any reminder of, you, Ava, around her anywhere. So I'm not going to get to see her. But in a way, it'll be okay because then Avery will have no clue you exist, Ava, and Ava, you wake up tomorrow and you have nothing. So gotta give it to Kiki, because she pretty much said to Ava what all of us have wanted to say to Ava for a while now. So it was so much better than I ever could have imagined. I put that in there too. So also at the jail, Franco returns after a meeting with his dad, and he tells Nina that the two of them are cleared for Silas's murder. And then Franco tells Nina that Madeline killed Silas. Nina's upset that Madeline killed Silas for her money. Even if Madeline goes to jail, it won't bring Silas back. So she's really upset, obviously. So he gets her excited about leaving jail. Oh, but then Madeline's brought in that part of the jail and the excitement kind of fades because Madeline wants to stop and talk to Nina, and she tells Nina that Rick's framing her. Okay. I literally, haha, okay, that's what I wrote. And she tries to justify that she needed money and blames Nina's father and tries to be like, well, if your father didn't leave me destitute, then I wouldn't have had to do this. And Nina just goes in. I mean, today was a day of everything we want to say to these characters that we hate, just go into it, right? So Nina tells her that she hates her and Nathan hates her and she has no one, and just if you have a chance to watch it, go for that. It's towards the end. So then the guard takes Madeline out. Don't know why the guard agreed to let Madeline stay there and talk anyway. I'm pretty sure that's not protocol, but whatever. So, and Franco calms Nina down after she leaves because Nina's really upset. At Julian's place, Julian feels bad about not getting the recording for Ava, and Alexis fills Julian in on the suspects and the murderer, and it turns out, okay, so Alexis is going to work on getting Nina out before she leaves town, so apparently she's leaving town. She's going to spend time with Christina. She mentions Trey. I miss him. The guy who played Trey, he's in Graceland now. I follow him on, Periscope and everything. But anyway, so apparently Molly's staying at home because of a student housing shortage, but I think it has a little something to do with TJ staying at Sunny's house instead of it being at the dorms. And then Alexis tells Julian that Diane would be his best option for Ava because she's kind of known for getting guilty people acquitted. So that will be interesting if we get to see Diane on our screens again, because I miss her. But in any event, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great day, and I will see you tomorrow for more General Hospital. Bye!